Every journey begins not with a step, but with silence. And silence is terrifying, because in silence, there are no distractions, no masks, no applause. Only you, naked before yourself. Most people cannot bear it. They drown themselves in noise, constant scrolling, constant talking, constant running. Anything, everything, to avoid the mirror of the soul. But silence does not lie. It whispers the truths you try to bury, that you are fragile, that you are afraid, that you will die. Kierkegaard called this the dizziness of freedom, that dizzying moment when you realize you are utterly free and utterly responsible. And responsibility is heavier than chains. This is why people run. But you must not run. You must enter the silence and descend. The mind is both a temple and a dungeon. It creates dreams that touch the stars and fears that bury you alive. Listen closely to its whispers. You are not enough. You will fail. You are broken. Day by day, thought by thought, you wrap yourself in invisible chains. And these chains weigh more than iron. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think of all the nights you bled over things that never happened. Think of all the mornings you woke heavy with dread, imprisoned by nothing but your own mind. Here lies the cruelest truth. You are both the prisoner and the jailer, the one who locks the cell and the one who holds the key. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, whispered through centuries. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. But knowing is not enough. You must fight the war inside, and this war never ends. What is fear? Is it the shadow of death? The wound of failure? The terror of being forgotten? All fear is born from the same truth, that nothing lasts. Every joy fades, every body decays, every empire crumbles. Nietzsche thundered, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. But if you have no why, every how breaks you." Kierkegaard saw fear not as an enemy, but as a teacher. He called it the dizziness of freedom. Fear arises when you look into the abyss and realize, I am free. Free to rise. Free to fall. Free to waste my life. Free to shape eternity in a single breath. Do not run from fear. Stand before it. Let it consume you until you see its secret face. Fear is not meant to paralyze you. It is meant to guide you. It is the compass pointing toward the places your soul must go. Pain, the teacher everyone despises, yet the only one who never lies. We curse it. We numb it. We bury it. But pain carves the soul into something it could never be otherwise. Socrates declared, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Examination is painful. It strips away illusions. It forces you to admit who you really are. Dostoevsky, who walked through hells of suffering, wrote, "Man is sometimes extraordinarily, passionately in love with suffering. Because suffering cleanses. It burns away what is false, leaving only what is real." And Rumi, the mystic, whispered, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Your wound is not your curse. It is your passage. Every scar is a doorway through which eternity speaks. Without pain, there is no depth. Without wounds, there is no light. Self-development is not about becoming someone else. It is not about wearing another mask. It is about becoming whole. Carl Jung warned, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." You cannot grow by denying your shadow. You cannot heal by pretending you are only light. Wholeness comes when you embrace every part of yourself. The fear, the anger, the longing, the shame. Your shadow is not your enemy. It is the soil from which your strength grows. Imagine a forest after a fire, blackened, scarred, destroyed. And yet, from the ashes, green shoots rise. New life, stronger, wilder, untamed. So it is with your soul. And so, after silence, after fear, after pain, you return. Not as someone new, but as someone true. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The cracks in your bones let the light escape. The fear in your heart revealed your freedom. The pain in your soul carved the space for wisdom. Your darkest nights give birth to your brightest dawns. The abyss you feared becomes the place you found yourself. This journey has no end because the soul is infinite. And if you listen, if you dare to be still, you will always hear its call, back into the silence, where everything begins and begins again. Mark these words. Our presence may fade into silence, but in silent fuel, you'll learn the art of becoming unstoppable